Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a very special video. In fact, I'm doing a makeup tutorial. Would you believe it? So you would have saw it in my last video, my last vlog with me, that I actually did do a little bit of a sort of makeup routine, but of course it was a time-lapse video, so you didn't quite get to see. You kind of saw how I sort of did my makeup, but you saw like a little bit of what I sort of do. And also I did a sort of makeup look where I did something with the lips and not the eyes, so I thought today I'd show you something where I'm doing something with the eyes instead of the lips. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to use on my face is a little bit of moisturiser, because it's very important to moisturise your face, especially when you wear foundation, because especially things like liquid foundation can actually dry your skin out quite a bit. So you want to put a layer of moisture into your face. That's going to be the layer that the foundation takes out instead of the natural moisture in your face. And so this one I'm using the Vitamin E Aqua Boost Sorbet from the Body Shop. Warning, this video contains a lot of products from both the Body Shop and MAC. As you can tell, I am a fan of those companies, so literally let's just get started. So just what you want to do is put sort of moisturiser in the places where, you know, I just remembered I have a mirror down here, so so yeah, if I do look down, it's because I've got a mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. And the most important place as well is the neckline, because the neckline needs some TLC as well. So basically now we just got to work that in. Also, another benefit of using moisturiser on your skin, on your face before foundation, is basically it helps like your foundation to like glide on more smoothly. And I've noticed that it's like it makes things a lot more easier, especially if you've got like a stubborn sort of foundation like MAC's ones. If you get the one without like the moisturiser in it, it's quite hard to blend onto your face. So yeah. And it's always important to keep your face moisturised. Here's a little tip. This, or fun bit of trivia, advice, whatever. This moisturiser that I'm using is brilliant for people who have oily skin like myself, because it's not oil based, it's actually water based. So basically this is really good if you have that kind of skin. Like if you've got oily skin and you don't need to moisturise so much, you want a water based moisturiser. And then if you do suffer from dry skin, that's when you want the oil based moisturisers. So now what we're going to do now, we're going to go on to our foundation. So this is a nice little foundation that I like to use. Sometimes I use the Body Shop ones, and then sometimes I use ones from MAC. So today I'm using the Fresh Nude Foundation, and it's in Chelsea Porcelain 010, and this is absolutely brilliant for my face because, as you can tell by the shade, that's quite a pale colour, because yes, I have quite fair skin and it's quite hard to find, you know, foundations that match my skin. You know, I have to be really careful, because if I go too dark a shade, it can look very off. And also, that's one bit of advice I give to people: if you are going to try and go for a naturalistic look, always you know, go for a foundation that's in your shade. You know, take the time, because it does help. The brush that I'm waggling at you, this is a Real Techniques brush, and this is what they call a stippling brush. But I've seen people online use this to put makeup on, and I find this is fantastic for blending. So, and also another little spoiler alert, basically this will contain brushes from Real Techniques, so you can tell what sort of brushes I'm into. So anyway, so I've just put some on the back of my hand like that, put some on the brush, and you just literally, well, all you want to do first is dab it onto your face instead of going straight into blending it, because you want to know, because actually this is what's quite nice, is that how it applies the foundation. It just will apply just that little bit, or just a nice amount, before you need to blend. So nose, that sort of thing. So, and then once you've got enough on, you literally just want to blend like that. And also what I really like about this brush is the fact that it doesn't like leave so many of the brush lines that I found with normal foundation brushes. I find they leave like a little bit of a kind of streaky look on you, like where it's obvious where you've used like a makeup brush or like a foundation brush, you know. But I find with this one, this just does the job brilliantly, and it doesn't leave like obvious lines or anything. So also another bit of advice I give to people is if you're doing your makeup, make sure you're in a place where you've got some really good natural lighting. So like for me, I'm doing it like literally behind this camera. There's a lovely big window, and I thought I'd do my makeup now before I go out, even though I'm not really going out until a little bit later, but I thought I'd do it whilst we still had some natural daylight. Yes, and I'm one of those weird people that does foundation on the eyelids, even though they say you shouldn't put foundation on your eyelids because it'll make your eyes sweat, but I never had that problem. It just makes things look, it just makes sure, I guess in a way it kind of just makes sure that, you know, that your eyes are like blended into the rest of your face and not looking like you look like a pale hollow ghost. So yeah, and of course don't forget to blend under the neck, because if you don't blend into the neckline you get the dreaded line, because you end up with a line where where foundation ends and neck starts, and you really don't want that. And it's always best to probably just start off small and then like sort of build up. Trying to cover up these blemishes while I can. I mean, if you can't really cover up the blemishes very well with the foundation, that's what concealer's for. So just do the back on my eyes, like that. Just like that. So that looks good. Word of advice: if you're using your fingers and hands to do foundation and stuff, make sure you have one of these handy. Makeup wipes are godsend sometimes, especially when you're putting on the makeup. So we've done that. I think the blemishes look pretty okay at the moment, so I probably won't be needing this. By the way, this is a concealer stick from The Body Shop, and this one's of the shade 2, which will probably maybe not match very well with the foundation, but there we are. So now we are going on to a little bit of face powder. So this one I've had a little while. This is the all-in-one face base. You know, and they sort of say it's translucent, but really it has a colour. And I used to have this with the original foundation range where you had it in shades and stuff. So, and I found with this, you always want to go a shade, like if you're using the foundations that are like numbered in The Body Shop, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when you do your foundation, when you do the powder, you want to go a shade down. So I used to have the shade 3 foundation, I used to use shade 2 powder, but with this one I found with this foundation it works if I use a shade 3. As you can see, it comes with a little sponge, and that's the colour, like that. And I'm not going to use the sponge, I'm actually going to use this little brush. I did used to have a buffing brush from Real Techniques that came with like a little face brush kit, but unfortunately I can't seem to find it, and I'm trying to find a replacement for it, but I can't seem to find anywhere that sells an individual buffing brush, so I'm just going to use this brush like that. Now with powder you don't swipe, you literally just press onto the face, just like that. And as you can see instantly, just on this side, where this side still looks a bit shiny, this side looks a little bit more matte, because this is brilliant for like keeping your, just basically for keeping your foundation in place, making your face less tacky when you go out, because I used to do foundation without powder, and then when I discovered powder it was through Rosie Sporton's video, the Roxetta. Basically it was her little makeup tutorial, and I found that, I thought, oh, I'll give powder a go. Now I never wear foundation without powder. It just makes such a big difference, and as you can see, the colour is starting to go back into my face, like that, and it's just brilliant. And also what I like, it just makes your face less shiny and just a little bit more matte. It just makes it look a bit more naturalistic, flawless, and just kind of airbrushed look in a way. And I guess if you want a good airbrushed look, you need like really good brushes. And I do find the Body Shop ones are quite good, along with Real Techniques. Okay? And it's always quite handy to have one of these in your bag for the night. That's why you have the little sponge, which is absolutely brilliant. And this is what you want to keep in your handbag, just in case your makeup comes off. So we've done that. So now we're going to do a little bit of a blusher, just to put some colour back into the cheeks. And this is one that I'm using. This is the Body Shop Shimmer Wave. Oh, Shimmer Waves. I've had this a little while, as you can see. It's kind of old and whatever, but it's still really good. And I'm going to be using another Techniques brush, and this is the powder brush. And I find this is really good for blusher. As always, when you're doing your makeup or whatever, when you're doing full makeup like this, your face becomes like super itchy. So anyway, so instead of swiping, you just literally want to press like that. Just literally working up to the samples. And the thing about blusher, the secret is to start off small and then slightly build it up. And when you think you have enough, stop. You know, even if you don't have enough, just stop. You know, because the worst thing you can do is to keep going and keep going and keep going, and then boom, it's like you've got like big puffy cheeks. That's good. Now we've done the face and stuff, let's do something with the eyes. So what I'm going to be using is this little kit. This is from Real Techniques, and I'm going to be using this little brush. This is a really good brush for like putting on base colour, and I'm only going to be doing one shade. And this is a little Colour Crush eyeshadow from the Body Shop, and the shade is called Pink Crush, and this is just a nice little pale pink. Go with my pale pink top, and I do believe, oh yes, there it is, I have a little mirror, so if I can position that right. Wait. Oh. Hey, look! Hey, say hello to yourselves. So here we go. So, and literally you just want to brush it on like that. I love the Real Techniques brushes. They are really nice. They're actually nice and soft. They're not like really harsh and stuff, because that's the worst thing when it comes to like when it actually comes to makeup brushes, is where you don't want to have it like where it's like really harsh and bristly and like itchy. So yeah. Just a little bit blending with the finger. I don't know if you can notice the difference already, but I have eyeshadow on. This is quite a pale one. And then and we just got to the other eye. You're gonna notice with this, even though I'm left-handed, I actually do use both hands for makeup, as you would have saw in the last video. Basically, you know, if I have to do left-hand side of my face, I'll do like use my left hand, and then like if I have to use the right or do the right hand side of my face, I use the right hand. Because when it comes to mascara, I've never tried to do the whole like you know, doing one eye and then crossing over to the other. No, I am not going to be attempting that, because most people are able to do that, but no, I'm still at that stage where it would still end in tears if I tried that. So, and this may look like I'm putting on a lot of this may look like I'm putting on a lot of eyeshadow, but actually, you know, trust me, this is quite a pale shade. So probably if you were me, you probably want to put less on, but there we go. So now what we are going to be doing my eyelashes, and basically I'm going to be using this little gem. This is the number 7 extreme length, and this is fantastic for my eyes, for my eyelashes. It really just like extends them, and it makes it look like you're wearing false lashes when you're not, and it's absolutely brilliant. So this is what I'm going to be doing. By the way, another good tip: when you're trying to get the when you're trying to get the mascara out the pot, do not do this. Do not pump, because if you pump it, it puts air into the container, and literally it will dry out your product. So what I find is best, so don't pump, stir, just like that. So that's what I do. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my left hand side, my left hand first, like that. I find this mascara is amazing because I found in the past, like, you know, I had some good eyelashes and stuff, but they're quite stumpy, and I would love to have like really, really long lashes and stuff. But basically this is absolutely brilliant, because not only does it extend your lashes and do what it says on the tin, but in a way, but what I like is that if I can show you, it's the brush end, it's not too big, which is brilliant, because some people think, oh, the bigger the brush end, the bigger your lash is going to be. But actually, I find the bigger the brush, the more it gets in the way. And of course, the best way to get full looking lashes is go from right from the corner of your eye all the way out to the outer corner of your eye. So I mean, if you can do it without poking yourself in the eye, well done, because sometimes, you know, it's hard to do it. So yeah, so now what I'm going to do now is just give this another little stir, and I'm going to swap hands. Then I'm just going to do like my outer lashes, and this is where the volume really starts to come in. And by the way, I'm not going to be doing my bottom lashes, because I find when I try and do bottom lashes it turns out really bad. But if you can see, that's my left eye, that's my right eye. So far you can see there is a notable difference. I've had people ask me before, you know, oh, are those fake eyelashes? I'm like, no, it's just a really good mascara. So yeah. So now I'm going to do my right eye. So I will fade this one off. I don't know why, but I find my right eyelashes are a lot longer than my left eyelashes. I don't know if it's because, like, most of the time, like, I have problems with like eyelashes down my left eye, so it's like trying to swap them out. So yeah, never mind. These things happen. So yeah. So then what I'm going to do now, swap hands once again and do the same on my, what is on my left eye, on my right eye. If you need to with lashes, just give them a little wobble. There we go. So I'm almost done. I've just got to do a little bit of touch up here and there. All covered. So I've just got to do a little bit of correction on my eyes. I'm just going to use this little brush here. This is one that I like to use for highlighting and stuff, or just little nitpicky edges. So I'm just gonna, if I can, just gonna recorrect those little smudges from my mascara. My phone just went off again. So now I'm just gonna do a little bit of something with the lips, because I mean, you know, I said I was going to do something more with the eyes and the lips. So basically, if you're doing something with more with the lips, just do something very minimal with the eyes, and vice versa. So in this case, I'm just gonna, if I can find it, I've just got a little bit of lip gloss right here, and this is the raspberry lip gloss from the Body Shop. Put it on your lips, just to bring out, just like to bring out your lips a little bit, with a little bit of shine, but not like too much. I mean, it is, you know, the whole thing about makeup or whatever, it is like, if you're going for like a fairly naturalistic look, it is trying to find that balance, you know. Probably got a little bit too much on, but that's not too bad. And there we go. So yeah, so that's basically it. So all I've got to do is just something with Moi's hair, and that's all pretty much it. So basically, thank you for watching this little makeup tutorial. If you ever want to follow the video along, this is probably a bit too late to say this, but if you need to, you can always just like go back to the beginning of this video and then like stop if you need to, if you're doing this step by step. So I'm glad you guys could join me today for this little video. I will be doing another type of makeup video with a little bit of a twist, but I will probably tell you a little bit later on what it's going to be like. So thank you for joining me for this wonderful little makeup tutorial. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vlog with me's, more interesting miscellaneous videos, and don't forget to click on the little bell symbol so you can get notifications from me. And I hope to see you very soon. Hope you keep yourselves well and stay dramatic.